both of your names just so I make sure I get it right.
Karen, Karen. Last name's Keene, Keene.
Great.
And I'm Becky, Becky. Devereux, D like David, E, V like Victor, EREUX like X-ray.
Great. Becky and Karen, thank you again for the help. And it's best to describe you guys as family friends. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Do you mind just telling me a little bit about what the last day has been like for you guys? What the family's going through?
Shock, horror, just the fact of, we all knew Drew since he, was born. I was the neighbor next door. But anyway, we're just really in shock. But I will say that we've had several calls from the FBI, victim services that have been very helpful and comforting to the family.
Gotcha.
We have been inundated with family and friends and neighbors and co-workers and clients and Matthew's friends and Drew's friends, and just a really special testament to the family that they are and the closeness that they had and the good people that they are.
Gotcha. And Becky, how long did you know Drew for?
Since he was born, Margaret and I actually were pregnant at the same time with both of our children. So my daughter is Drew's age, and my son is Matthew's age.
Wow. How would you like Drew to be remembered?
His smile. He was just a great, very happy, just wonderful kid. Just always fun, prankster.
Couldn't stay mad at him.
No.
Little mischievous.
Yes.
But a good kid.
Yes.
Wow. And
I tell you, I want to for y'all to realize, or anyone to realize, that everybody that knows Drew and knows Matthew, they were one. The kids, they slept together. They were best friends. Drew lived in Birmingham, but he would go to the lake every weekend to be with his brother. They were just extremely close brothers.
Matthew was in New Orleans as well, on the trip, different trip. Yeah. Drew had made plans to go before, and then Matthew decided at the last minute to go, and Drew paid for Matthew and his friend a hotel room with his points, and they were actually together and had just separated 10 minutes prior to the accident.
Oh my God! So they were out together on Bourbon Street celebrating.
They were. They had gone to the Billy Strings concert together, and it had let out, and they just were not intoxicated. Margaret wanted people to know that they were not out just crazy. Well, for one thing, she said the beers were $15 in the concert, so they didn't drink a lot of beer at the concert. But they had been out, and they went to get some pizza, and Drew stepped out with his pizza, and
jeez.
He just went
with the beer that way.
The last thing I wanted to ask you about is the lake, and you already mentioned it. But can you just tell me a little bit more about what the lake meant to both of them and why it's so important to the family?
Everything.
It was life. It was life. It was all the time growing up. Very talented, both of them.
Wakeboarders, or whatever you call it. Doing the board and the flips and all that stuff. They were very good at it. Very, very good. Love the lake. Love Lake Martin.
And their family had a trailer there, and Matthew lives at the lake, and like Karen said, Drew came down every weekend to be with him at the lake, and that was just their happy place. I mean, that's where they were. So.
Yeah. That's amazing, and I really appreciate you telling me about this. I just wanted to just confirm their ages is the last thing. How old was Drew?
26. He would have been 27 in March
9th.
And how old's Matthew?
23.
Yeah.
23.
20.
Gotcha. Is there anything I haven't asked you about that you think would be helpful to add?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Oh, that's all the questions I have, but I
Oh,
just
okay.
wanted to ask if there's anything you guys would like to add that I didn't already ask you about.
I can't think of anything. We're so brain dead, I feel like.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I'm sorry, Matthew's birthday was September of 2020, so he is 24.
It's 24. Gotcha.
Sorry.
Okay. Becky, is there anything that I didn't ask you about that you'd like to add?
Just,
He was very loved, and it's just been so many people reaching out. And I mean, I think every media outlet possible has been in contact, and they had some great pictures, and so hopefully people get to see a little bit of what kind of person he was.
Yeah.
and Margaret, now he's in heaven.
Well, we'll try our best to tell a story and to share those photos, and I really appreciate both of your help. And I'm so sorry.
Will it be? Do you know when you would be having it on? When it would be?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Okay.
Thank you.
Who are you
pleasure.
talking to?
ABC.
Okay. Thank you again. You have my
Thank
phone
you.
number if there's anything else.